My name is Chris DePuy. I work with a research company called 650 Group. Now, you might not know this, but 650 Group is named after our location. We are located in the 650 area code, which is in the heart of Silicon Valley. I drive 15 minutes to get here. So anyway, I'm a local guy, and I work at a local research firm. So that's what's going on with 650 Group. Okay, I'm going to now click on the next slide. Okay, so this is the SD-WAN series of presentations. We have several speakers. I'll be speaking for 5 minutes, and then others will speak after me, and the last slide explains who those people are. Now, what is SD-WAN? Here's like our sort of definition of it. Basically, the idea is that SD-WAN is a software system that improves wide area networking. I'd say a lot of folks are kind of saying different things about it. This morning I heard a very interesting definition of HD-WAN, hardware WAN, which I guess you could call like a router. But anyway, SD-WAN is a new way of doing something that's been done for a long time, wide area networking. Okay. Here is our viewpoint on SD-WAN. Basically, there's two kind of models for delivering SD-WAN. One of them is when an enterprise builds out their own wide area network using the connections that they make over a service provider network. And in that case, we call that enterprise administered. And then in the other case where like a service provider is the company or the service organization that is providing a connection to its customers and doing sort of like a turnkey connection, we would call that service provider administered. Anyway, you get the idea. We think both will be popular and over time sort of track to each other's growth rate. A little difference in the growth rate of each other, but you can generally get the idea. So why adopt SD-WAN? Here are some simple reasons. I guess you could say these are very much the consensus in speaking to companies that sell SD-WAN, hardware, software, services. It's for all the reasons we've listed: simplicity, flexibility, redundancy, security, and things of that nature. And how am I doing on time? I think I'm doing okay. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is I was asking a customer who uses SD-WAN from a certain vendor, like, what do you actually do with this? And here is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the perfect examples of why it makes sense to use SD-WAN. It was the French fryer example. So if you look at what's going on at McDonald's, they have these French fry machines. They have little sensors in them, and it tells you, like when you have to clean it or when the thing needs to get changed. So a third party who sells this French fry machine might want to actually access that device, but not be permissioned to use things in that network otherwise. So anyway, you get the idea. This type of a system, SD-WAN, might allow a third party to access someone else's network to get to only that device. Anyway, that's a great use case as far as I'm concerned for SD-WAN. And with that, I think I'm approaching my end, and it's time to go to the next slide that talks about who all is speaking. So.